Hello everyone, welcome back to the native mobile programming course, this time for the 8th week. We will start with another topics for the remaining of this semester. Starting from today, we will learn about Android fragments. So what is actually an Android fragments? So in this introductory video, I will explain what is a fragment, the definition, then why we should use fragment and its life cycle as well. So what is actually a fragment? If we take a look at the definition of the word fragment itself, we can regard it as a piece, piece of from a larger anything, a larger thing. Then So in Android, we can think of fragment as a modular section of any activity, an activity, and it has its own lifecycle, receive its own input events, and we can add as well as remove while an activity is running. So fragment is a smaller part of an activity. We can call it or think of it as sub-activity. A fragment can have a dynamic and multi-pane user interface, as we will see later. So why should we use Fragment? Up to today, we have created multi-activity applications in Android. So why should we use Fragment then? There are three advantages of using fragments. The first is modularity, the second is reusability, and the third one is adaptability. As you can see here, for the first advantage, the modularity, it means that an activity can consist of multiple fragments, multiple module, if you uh, wish to say so. In this example, I have a shop module or shop fragment, and then cooking fragment and clean fragment. So I can develop these fragments or module individually, the shop individually, cook individually, and clean also I can develop it individually. Then I can combine them into one activity. So when I want to change maybe only the shop module, I can do so in the shop fragment. And it won't affect cook fragment and clean fragment. That is the advantage of modularity by using fragment. The second one is reusability. So each fragment can be used in more than one activity. As shown here, I have multiple fragments, and the red fragments can be used. And actually, any fragments can be reused in another activities as well. But here the example is the red fragment over here. I can use it in activity A like this, and in activity B, maybe I want to multiply it or duplicate it side by side like this. And even on the third activity, I can put it centered in the layout. So we can reuse any fragments as we wish. The third one is adaptability. So if I have two fragments over here, the purple and the blue one, maybe if I have more screen estate, such as in tablets, then I can arrange my layout something like this. The purple fragment is at the left side, and the rest of the screen is used by the second fragment, the blue fragment. But if the screen estate is small, like in smartphones, then I can rearrange them like this. Now it's arranged vertically. The purple fragment is at the top, and the rest is filled with the blue fragment. So if you want to target both smartphone and tablet, now you can do so by creating or using fragments. But unfortunately, tablet for tablet users, we know in the Android ecosystem, the layout is roughly the same as the smartphone counterparts. So usually when we install something in our Android tablet, then it will be stretched because the layout is actually more optimized or designed with smartphone users in mind. But often forget the tablet users. Yeah, so now if you want to create your application to be able to be used more widely, yeah, even by the Android tablet users, now you can do so by using Fragments. Yeah, so I will give you some implementations of Fragments over here. Yeah, so I have a tablet. For example, in activity A, it contains fragment A, the left side, and fragment B, the right side. Yeah, and selected an item actually updates the fragment B. Yeah, you can think of like, let's say, an email application like Gmail. Yeah, in tablet, Gmail actually uses this layout. Yeah, so in the left side or the fragment A, it's a list of our emails in our inbox. Then when we select an email, yeah, then the content will be shown in the fragment B. Yeah, there is one example of layout in the tablet. However, when we install Gmail in our handset, yeah, or our smartphone, then activity A only contains the fragment A, yeah, only the list. Then when we click or select one of our emails, then let's say we move to activity B that contains the fragment B to be able to see the contents of the email. Yeah, or another way to accomplish the same thing, yeah, we can replace the fragment A with fragment B as well. Yeah, so there are many possibilities of using fragments now. Yeah, another useful implementation of the fragment is like the welcome screen. Yeah, like this. Yeah, it is currently trending on Android applications. If you use it for the first time, then it will guide you through what the applications can do. Yeah, and usually you must swipe or tap next. Yeah, and it will change the content. Yeah, this can be done by using fragments. Yeah, and actually, we will do this a little bit later in our course. Yeah, maybe at the 11th or 12th week. Yeah, I can say it for sure for now. Yeah, this is called a few pager. Yeah, so we can create something like this. Yeah, albeit we won't create the bottom one. Yeah, for the navigation one, but at least we will simulate how to create uh, fragments. Yeah, this one consists of multiple fragments. Yeah, here I have 4 fragments actually, and if we swipe from the first fragment from the right to the left, then we will replace it with the second fragment, and so on. Yeah, more on this later. Another use of fragment is creating a dialogue. Yeah, I think at the 7th week we have learned about creating a lot dialogue. Yeah, but actually there is uh, quite limited options from the default alert dialog builder. Yeah, if we want to create our own dialog, even as fancy as these dialog boxes here, yeah, then we can do so by using fragments. Yeah, you can explore it later after we have learned about fragments. Yeah. Okay, so as I have said previously, yeah, fragment has its own life cycle, yeah, and it must be always be hosted in an activity. And the fragment lifecycle is directly affected by the host activity lifecycle. Yeah, so for example, if the host is paused, yeah, the host activity is paused, and all fragments inside the host activity will be paused as well. And when the host activity is destroyed, so are all the fragments inside of the host activity. And we can also add fragments to backstack, yeah, as we will try later. Now, after we have learned about the advantages of fragments and how to implement them, yeah, and some examples of implementation of fragments. Now, actually, we want to use the fragments, yeah. But first, we must know how to create a fragment. Yeah, we will create fragment more or less like creating a new activity. But remember that fragments must be placed inside a container or placeholder. Here, the container could be any kind of view object, like constraint layout, maybe a button, and so on. Yeah, and we will need the help of an object called Fragment Manager. Yeah, this one is responsible to add, replace, and delete fragments in the container. Yeah, we will use it later. So now we have known about fragments. Yeah, let's try to create fragments in a new application, shall we? Yeah, but first I want to explain about the topics for today's course. Yeah, uh, a set of fragments here. I have actually another topics I want to discuss first. Yeah, there is null in Kotlin. Why? Because right after this, when we start doing our list fragment and replacing fragment with another fragment, as well as reusing fragment, we will deal with more nulls compared to our previous sessions. Yeah, that's why I want to discuss about null first. If you have understood about null in Kotlin, yeah, as well as the operators, yeah, if you are familiar with safe calls operator and non-null assertion operator, as well as the let block, then you can skip to the second. Oh, sorry, not second. Yeah, you can skip to the third video. I will provide the playlist as usual, yeah, in the description. But if you are not familiar with what I have said, yeah, the safe call operator, then the non-null assertion operator, and let block, then let's follow along. Yeah, just follow along. I will explain about null in Kotlin. But for everyone else, if you have familiarized yourself with null and all of the operators I have mentioned before, then you can skip right ahead to the third video, that is the list fragment. Yeah, but for now, I will do this in order. The next video will explain about null in Kotlin. Okay, without further ado, let's take a look at the next video.